Welcome to the Diverse Boss Podcast, where we will help you dig deeper into your life's purpose so that you can live and not just exist. We're your hosts,
Jen,
Mayra,
and Uche.
We'll be keeping it real about everyday life where anything goes.
Hey guys, another week, another episode here with the Diverse Boss. Today we are going to talk about how to balance what's trending while still keeping your unique aspect. So how to be, I guess, doing what everyone else is doing, but with your own little twist. But as always, before we jump into all the good stuff, please be sure that you check us out on CGM TV. It's available on Roku, your mobile phone, Apple, all that good stuff. Also check out our social media and thediverseboss.com. So, how to balance what's trending with staying unique. So, there's a little, I don't know. I'm a little iffy on this one because you want to be relevant. Mm-hmm. So you want to make sure that you know what's in the know. Mm-hmm. But I feel like it's already going to be unique because you're doing it.
You're doing it, yeah.
Yeah, not everyone else.
I guess I'm with Mayra on that one, but you can always add your own little twist.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't know what I'm saying. Because I thought I had an example, but I meant what I said.
But the thing though is, you know, you want to go with what your customers want. You want to put it into consideration. You want to go where people are, but it's easy to get carried away with all these things. And you would not even know when you snap out of yourself because you want to be where people are and do what people are doing. So it's just for you to always remind yourself, be yourself. You know, like for example, I'll use Uche exclusive. You know, I love fashion. I love African fashion and all that stuff. That's my goal. My goal is to, for Uche exclusive, my goal is to preach my culture wherever I go and also share my culture with other people. However, though, with what's trending, I can easily get carried away and, you know, snap out of that goal and do other things and completely forget the African print. Right? So be unique, be yourself. That's your goal. I can use African prints to go with whatever is trending. I can use it to make bikinis, but
or
don't snap
face
out.
mask. Now that we have to wear face masks.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. But do not always remember that the fact that you're doing it means it's unique, right? But then at the same time, your uniqueness can depreciate if you get carried away with social media, if you get carried away with what's going on. And just maintain who you are, but at the same time also step up with the trend. You know, it's hard to balance it out sometimes, but you just need to manage it well.
I guess it's two, for my main field, which is finance, it's two aspects. Like, trending now is like Forex trading, but scamming in a way. I don't want to say scamming because it's still a legit business, but
scamming. I'm like, wait, what?
Let me explain. Because they coming for us.
They are.
I know they are. But here's the thing. People think that there's certain organizations that teach Forex trading. I don't trade Forex. I trade stocks and stock options. But trading is now a trend. Like, people like to take pictures on their phone that they trading, which they really not. Stop believing these people. They want you to sign up for this course that's really not going to teach you how to trade. And then you sign up, but you got to recruit people. Why would I have to recruit people if I'm over here just making money? So it's like you have, I could have followed that trend. I could start a course and then make people sign up and have them sign up their friends. But I'm not doing that. Then there's also another trend which is not a bad trend. I just made it my own, which is slow wealth, which is Warren Buffett's way. So ain't nothing wrong with it because obviously he did it. But I'm impatient, as we know. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to take my trading money and put it into stocks and just get there a little faster.
What's slow wealth?
Slow wealth is where you just build the dividends. They don't have the trading to actually add income. So what he does is just reinvest the dividends. Okay. And it may take you 50 years to get to that multi-million dollars. But I'm like, I ain't got time. So I'm just going to use trading money, buy more stocks faster, and get to the same place.
So basically, you're still in finance. You see what other people are doing, but you still maintain,
I'm just making
this is what I want to do. And regardless of what they do, because you could have chosen to have your own company where you can tell people bring 2 people and bring 2 people. But you're like, no, that's not who I am. I'm not going to do it.
And I think, like, the way that trading is now, like, how people are promoting it like it is, it made me not even want to do a course. Because I'm like, I don't want to be in that circle. I don't want to be in that group. I'm like, most people that have courses, there are some great ones out there. If y'all want a list, I'll give them to you. But there are some people that have courses that make more money off their courses than they do their trading. I don't want to be that person. Because trading is what I'm teaching you, so I should be great at it. Like, instead of, I'm making losses in my trading, but, my course is, like, making up for those. That should not be the thing.
Right.
It should both be equal profit. But a lot of people, it's not. Yeah. So I don't want to be in that, like, group, because there's only a select few that are actually really good. So.
I'm glad you actually taught me how to trade, because I've heard a lot of people say, I paid a lot for this course. I never gained anything from it. There was no follow-up. The course was so useless. Like, so how do you know who's who in this industry?
And now it's a trend. Everybody and I love that everybody has a course, because there's something everybody can teach, because I just like buying courses because I like to learn a lot of stuff in a short amount of time. But at what point is it you really don't know what you're talking about, but you selling the course, and then we get in the course, and we like, if I can figure out when I buy the course that you don't know what you're talking about, you ain't good at nothing, because you can't even be good at lying. Right. Like I bought a course, I'm like, they don't even know what they're talking about.
And I love what you're saying, Jennifer, like, this thing is a big deal. So some people start a course because they want to make money out of it. Before you can teach something, you're supposed to have practiced that thing for years and be an expert in that thing. Then you're like, my goal is, I'm an expert at this. I want other people to be able to learn this, to be able to enjoy the opportunity to know this and make money from this. So now I want to teach people because I'm passionate about impacting on others. That should be your goal for starting a course.
That's just it.
But some people just go and say, they learn this thing like,
because it's on trend
for only 5 months, and they want to do a course because they want to make money. Yeah, and then they get people messed up because people don't even know them.
And you know what? But I will say, like, I don't put a time frame on it, because you can learn something in 2 months and be very great at it because you just studied it and you learned it and you know it. But
that's not enough.
But it's enough, because you have to start somewhere. There are people that know how to chart very well, but they don't trade. They just know how to chart stocks very well. And they can learn in months, and they can teach other people. You got to start somewhere. And it's all about building a puzzle. And when you're looking for an expert, you can go to masterclass. That's like real experts. You're going to pay that $100 a month, and it's really expert. But once you want something like, okay, you learned this in 3 months, and you're great at it. Say like you're editing, like an editing software, and you just really studied and you really learned it. Okay, now I can learn from you, because I don't want to start at the beginning. I don't want to go what you went through to start that. That's fine. But it's so much of a trend now to have a course to sell that people just throwing stuff at the wind. Like, some stuff don't even need a course. Now, come on. Right. Some of y'all just putting stuff out there and they don't need to be learned. It could just be a Google one blog page and you done. Like, stop that, please.
But I still believe that 2 months is not enough for you to learn and teach people, because what's your goal of teaching people?
It's just like
the goal should be like, I've practiced this thing, because you learn and you practice. That way you can tell people the mistakes you made. That's how it works. Like, you can tell people, this is the mistake I made. Because Jen,
I don't agree with that, Uche.
Jen, like, you taught me how to trade options, right? And August made it 1 year that I started trading options. But I don't feel like I'm qualified to teach someone
that's your confident
how to trade options. No, why it's because
that's on you though. Because there are people that can learn in 6 months that make millions of dollars, and they can teach somebody something new. I've learned from people like that I've taught to trade in 3 months, and they can teach me something that I've never seen on a chart. I'm like, I never saw that strategy.
So they will teach you, but they cannot teach the world, because
I think they can.
There are do's and don'ts.
What's
right?
the do's and don'ts?
So the thing is, like, what if in the process you realize that there is something that you should tell people, don't try this. Don't make this mistake.
But Uche, you got to start somewhere. And it's like me learning how to braid hair. I don't know how. Okay, I learned. Put my first braids in. Okay, I can at least teach you where to start. I can teach you how to do this one style.
I mean, like, you can teach me.
No,
but not
and
like
you
in a
can put a course on
profession.
it.
Course? No.
Okay, I know how to put on lashes now. You know what? I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna sell a little video. This is how you put on lashes. I say if you can master that, I don't put time frame on mastering anything.
Yeah, but I feel like 2 months is short, though.
It's all about how dedicated you are, because what you accomplish in 7 years, somebody could dedicate every day of their life for 2 months and beat you out.
I mean,
because
at
they're
least
dedicated.
6 months, but 2 months.
It's all about how dedicated you are. If I'm staying up 24 hours a day, learning something that you're over here, you only doing 2 hours a day, I'm going to beat you out, period. That's just all it is.
Period.
Jennifer, see, that makes sense, right? And then, like, that doesn't mean I've not taught people options. I've taught people, like, this is what I know. But I don't feel like it's good enough to be a course, because there's some mistakes in between.
So here's a question.
Okay, a course. Okay, so what Jennifer is saying, say the lash thing. She learned how to put on strip lashes using whatever adhesive. She's mastered how to put that adhesive on that lash and stick it into her eye. She's mastered that.
Okay, well,
so the course,
but here's
step
the thing,
1,
okay.
This is the adhesive and how to open it. Maybe with
lashes,
you gonna spread it on the strips.
Maybe with lashes.
Let me ask you a question. You taught these people for free. How much money they making? And how much time did you spend teaching them? How much time did you learn from me? How much time did you study with me? Now you put it in them. You can make money anywhere. It just got to have a principle, and you got to know what you're talking about. See, you may not know everything, but what you do know can get somebody started. And they need to pay you for that. Yeah. That wasn't even the topic. Let's get back on the topic.
The game is to be sold, not told.
Hello. See, you spent time where you could have been making money. Because you know a little bit. But you actually know a lot, because I know what you know. But you know enough to teach them to get started.
Yeah.
Okay, course level, beginner. That's what you know.
Okay.
A course isn't a whole semester in college.
Yeah,
okay.
it's just what you know.
It's like a quick 1, 2, 3 spreadsheet. Hey, you guys, this is what I know. This is how I got to the point where I am now. We'll come out with a part 2 when I know more. Okay, let me expand my knowledge, and then
part 3.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you ain't even got to spend, I think Uche, because Uche is expensive. Uche be buying like $500-$600 courses and stuff. That's not what we're talking about. I'm talking about $25 courses and stuff. The beginner stuff, like the basics. That was not the topic. Back on topic.
Back to how to balance was trending while staying unique.
So I'm gonna come up with another one.
What?
Okay, y'all know I gotta do it. My girl Riri just came out with the skincare line, a couple of months ago.
Oh yeah.
Kylie Jenner had her skincare line. There's space everywhere, and Mayra is laughing at me, but I'm not even going where she thought I was going. I am going. It's both. It's space everywhere. Kylie, hers is different. It's just different. Like, I don't know what it's like because I never used it. But also, here's Rihanna. She sold out too. So it's space. It's different. Now, one thing I will say, the packaging look a little the same, but that's not me. But Rihanna marketed hers differently than Kylie did.
Right.
That's just what it is. Okay, Rihanna.
Speaking of marketing, did y'all see the Fenty men? Was it Fenty men?
Oh yeah, he was. The big and husky, he was cute.
Yeah. Okay.
He was.
Okay, that was a side note.
Anyway, okay. With the silver box, it like his tablecloth.
Yes.
Yep. Anyway, okay, but no, like even when Rihanna came out with her makeup line, she did. It's makeup all over the place. Makeup been around forever, but she did something totally different with creating all the foundation shades. But I'm just saying, all the foundation shades. Like, you gotta figure out trending things, because everybody, when Rihanna came out with that makeup line, everybody would come out with makeup lines. Like, that's now, like, not playing. Kylie had just came out with her, Rihanna would come out. So, you make it your own.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Do not be afraid to put you
in it. That's it.
Right.
Now, how you put you in it, I don't know, because I don't know you. I'm just saying, like, and it takes time. Because, like, you have to figure out who you are.
Right.
Like, what is that makes Uche special?
Right.
I don't know. Because I'm not in Uche head. I don't know what makes... Like, I know them as people, like friends. Like, oh, she's special because she do this. But I don't know, like, if they come out with a brand, what would make them special? Like us, the diverse boss. Everybody has a podcast. What makes us special? We diverse.
Right.
We are not the same.
At all.
We have the same... Okay,
She was waiting for that to come.
She was right. Like, what the heck that was about? We're gonna talk off camera on that one because I feel a little offended. But no, like we all have the same end goal.
Yeah.
But we all have different paths to get there.
Right.
Secure the bag.
That's all it is. Get to the bag, get to the yacht. That's all we want.
To the private jet because we don't fly Spirit.
No shade, but
Inside
shade.
joke.
No shade, but shade. But it's just all we have the same end goal. It's
Jennifer
just
is too bougie.
never.
Yeah. She
So
doesn't take
me and Jennifer made a plan
plane.
that we were gonna if we fly anywhere, we're gonna take a private jet because we don't fly commercial.
Never.
And Uche was like, "What? Does she fly Spirit? What'd she say?"
No, I'm like, okay, no, I don't do Spirit. No, that's not
She don't do Spirit no more.
But I'm like, yeah, we can fly commercial, economy, because I was thinking of the money for the private jet, like what's gonna do for a lot of people in Nigeria. I'm like, okay, I'll send this money and this money and this money, So it's just me thinking of so many people.
We ain't the same. As she said, we ain't the same.
Okay, so let's use that. Let's say that.
And they're too bougie too. Like I want to save.
Let's say no. Don't tell the people that. Let's say that flying commercial is the trend. How can I make it unique to me? So I tried to compromise with Uche. I said, Uche, can we fly Delta? I can get in Delta first class. It's a little bigger. Got covers.
But it's expensive.
It's not as expensive as a private jet. Meet me halfway, friend. Jesus. Okay? You have to figure out who you are. Because I refuse to sit in coach. So I'm just letting you know.
Jennifer, so if we ever get booked for anything, we have to fly first class.
That's it. But here's the thing, though. When you know yourself, you make the money to treat yourself. I'm not going to sit here and be like, Jen ain't fine. I flew close before. I just didn't buy the ticket.
You do have a point, though. Like, that's something that I need to work on. Like, when you're making the money, you have to put yourself first. For self-care. And I'm struggling with that myself because I put other people first.
Really?
Yeah, I put
at all. Miss me.
Never known.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna learn how to fly. First class, private jet. Yeah, we'll get there, but
I even tried to compromise on that.
Let's try first class first.
See, you gotta compromise, Uche. It's called compromise. Even with the trends, you compromise. So what did I do? I said, Uche, there's a crowdfunding flight that you can still fly on private jets, but you may be with 5 other people, but you pay less. She still said no.
It's still expensive. Atlanta was like $200 then, and this was like $3,000 or something. Like it was $3,000. Yeah, it was like look at that.
But Mayra, is that not better than paying $20,000 for your own private jet, but you still get the life of luxury?
Oh my God!
Did you bring your Louis Vuitton back today or no?
I'm
just gonna set that there.
Yeah, she can spend it on a Louis, but she don't want to spend it on her
travels.
That
was a gift, though.
It's
from your husband. Therefore,
just go to Sugar Boo.
Oh my God!
And ask him bougie.
I'm trying to learn how to be like you ladies.
Okay, that's another topic.
Anyways,
let's go into it then. Since she wanted to shift the mood, I always feel, since we all brown at this table, let's call it what it is,
right?
That when I used to have my Instagram, where I was posting inspirational quotes. And, luxury pictures.
Right.
If you looked at those pictures, what did you mostly see? White women. Nothing wrong with that. However, why is it that we can't get to the standard of also having luxury?
That's true.
I'm just saying you got
it. That may be another topic.
It's definitely another topic
because it is that is definitely something that
and it's out there. They are out there. But they're not as vocalized. And it's nothing wrong with that because them women inspire me. When I see them walking off the jets and stuff, I'll be like, oh, yes, it's going to be me, but I'm going to be chocolate. I'm just saying.
Right.
It's out there.
So, okay. So we'll put
back to the topic.
For one of the next couple episodes, we'll talk about that. Does your race, does your culture, does your background hold you back from
goals? Luxury.
Yeah, goals or wanting to achieve
That's going to
luxury.
be a deep conversation.
We're ready for it. Ready for it? The audience is ready for
I'm ready to talk about it.
I'm ready. Ready.
We're going to get back to the, okay. We're going to save it.
Just check us out. Okay. We'll let y'all know when it's coming. That's a good one. I think that would be a good one to talk about.
Trending.
So I guess I'll talk about the motivational side of it.
Okay.
I'll take the lead on that.
Take us in.
So as Jen said, and everyone putting out courses, I have seen an increase in courses when it comes to motivational type of things, kind of like, what do you call it? What's the word? Intentions. Like setting intentions for the day, setting goals for the day, planning out your day, things like that. You would be so surprised how much people are willing to pay for that. Like, that is insane to me. For example, and I will give you a good example. When the iPhone update came out and people could have their widgets, I'll show you guys. People could have widgets on their home screen.
Oh, yeah.
People were paying people to do this for them because they wanted that organized type of feel. They wanted the aesthetic. They wanted all, you know what I mean? So everyone started charging people. Stop making face of it, Jen.
Wow.
I'm just waiting on my order.
You pay someone to do it?
Heck yeah, I ain't got time.
Oh my God. So anyway, so people were paying that because they want that aesthetic. Now, I forgot where I was going with this.
Yeah, I know where you going because you finna embarrass me. Go ahead.
No,
people was paying for it.
Yeah, so you paid for it?
I sure did. Right on Fiverr.
Fiverr?
Yeah.
They did that?
Yeah, they doing it. I'm waiting on my order.
So what are they gonna send you? Just the
files and stuff that I put on there.
Really?
Yeah, they making all my graphics and stuff too.
Really?
Great.
What?
Okay, so you were talking about people.
Yeah.
But she's really saying like this is a trend.
So a lot of people were invested into, selling that, into making people's phone like aesthetically pleasing, stuff like that. But even though everyone was doing it, somebody offered something different. Like everyone, their main focus was this iPhone, right? And setting up the home screen. That was everyone's same thing. But each creator was doing something different.
Yeah.
One would only do like color-coded things. Like your first page was purple, the next page was green, and so forth. Then the next one, okay, well, I'm only going to focus on doing pastels. So you would go to the next one for pastels. And then the next one's more personalized, and so forth and so forth. So we could all be on the same platform, just like we're one podcast. But
offering. Yeah,
but all that is, happening, we're unique because we are our individuals. Like we're just our own person.
See, I'm with Mayra. You gonna create one? I'll buy.
Go buy. Anyways,
okay. The thing is that like sometimes we feel that I tried this, it didn't work. Let me try exactly what this person, because people, just like you said, people do a lot of courses. Yeah. So they come up and say, oh, this is what I did and this worked. They're like, this person said they did this way and it worked. And you snap out of yourself, I want to do it their way so that it's going to work for you.
I think that's anything. Okay, I'm going to use a trend like courses. Of course, my course would be stocks. Mayra could do a ghostwriting course. Uche could do a sewing course. Like, it's all about tailoring it to who you are. Like, there's nothing wrong with going with the trend. Yeah. But how does it speak to your brand? Mayra couldn't go on her blog and be like, hey, I'm finna teach y'all how to trade today. They're gonna be like, nah, friend. Because it's all tailored. Like, so you heard them were like, friend, so you post nothing. Yeah, and I definitely could not tell y'all how to write, because they're gonna be like, Jen, your post to tell us about how to write is not even good. So I don't understand. It's just all about tailoring everything. Like, what's that ACL challenge? Yeah. With the ice water and stuff. Like, churches was doing it. Like, it was all for different things. Yeah. So just tailored to you. That's
just don't get carried away.
Yeah. Please don't throw no ice on it.
And then as a recap, make sure that you study longer than 2 months, because according to Uche.
Because according to Uche, she's not gonna buy your course.
So make sure you give it. What was it? 6 months?
I just need to learn from the expert.
Just don't tell her how long you did it.
And tell me the mistakes you made, because like, I don't want to be here. I need a shortcut. I'm still gonna practice. I'm still gonna make my mistakes. But tell me what I should avoid.
Okay. And that's on period.
That's on. I'm gonna start using that on period.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us for yet another week and another episode. It was so glad to talk to you guys. And we'll see you next week. Bye. Bye.